இதனால இந்த இயக்கத்துக்கு பல பங்கு இருக்குது, பல படி இருக்குது. ஆனால் ஒரு முக்கியமான படி இப்போ வரப்போகுது. என்னன்னா, இந்த மார்ச் 21க்கு லண்டன்லேருந்து நான் ஒரே ஒரு மோட்டர் சைக்கிளில் லண்டனில் இருந்து இந்த காவேரி பகுதி வரைக்கும் 30,000 கிலோமீட்டரு. இந்த இது வெற்றிகரமாக இந்த மண்ணை காப்பாற்றணும் என்ற இயக்கம் வெற்றிகரமாக நடக்கணும்னா உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற எல்லா தேசங்கள் அவருடைய சட்டத்தில் இந்த தன்மை கொண்டு வரணும்னா உலகத்தை மக்களை பேசணும். இந்த மார்ச் 21லேருந்து 100 நாள் லண்டன்லேருந்து காவேரி பகுதிக்கு வர்றதுக்கு 100 நாள் ஆகுது, 97 நாள் ஆகுது. இந்த 100 நாள் நீங்கள் எல்லாருமே ஏதோ ஒன்று மண்ணை பற்றி நீங்கள் பேசணும். உங்களுக்கு தெரியலன்னா அதுக்கு தேவையான உதவி எல்லாமே நம்ம வெப்சைட்டில் பலவிதமாக சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் நம்ம கொடுக்க போகிறோம். நீங்கள் உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்க தெரியாதவங்க மக்கள் பேசலைன்னா அரசாங்கம் எப்படி செயல்படும்னு சொல்கிறேன். மக்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விருப்பம் இருக்குதுன்றதே காட்டலைன்னா அரசாங்கம் எப்படி சட்டம் பண்ணணும்னு கேட்குறேன். சொல்லணும் தானே. ஜனநாயகம்னு சொன்னோம். ஜனநாயகம்னா ஜனங்களே நாயக்கர் தானே. நாயக்கர் சும்மா வாய் மூடி வீட்டில் உட்கார்ந்தா நடக்குமா இது? நீங்கள் எல்லாருமே இந்த 100 நாள் மார்ச் 21லேருந்து 100 நாள் டெய்லி 10 நிமிஷம் நாள் மண்ணுக்காக நம்ம மண்ணை காப்பாற்றுறதுக்காக ஒரு 10 நிமிடம் ஆனாலும் நீங்கள் சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் ஏதோ உனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு இல்லை, உங்களுக்கு எது தெரியல டெக்னாலஜின்னா போய் ரோட்டில் யாரோ ஒருத்தர் கூட பேசுங்க. 5 நிமிஷம் என்ன ஆகிடும் உங்களுக்கு? பண்ணிடலாமா? Namaskaram, all of you. We, as a civilization, as a global civilization, and as a nation, we've reached a point where every responsible scientist is pointing out that in the next 20 to 25 years, we will have serious food crisis. It's unfortunate that very short memories. Just before 1950, there were famines in this country which took millions of people. 1942, famine took 3.2 million people. That's the number of people who died of hunger. It's not like a bomb. Dying with hunger is a terrible thing. In 4 months, 3.2 million people died in this country. We just forget, and once again, we're driving ourselves in that direction, that by 2045, every scientist in the world is saying that we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be over 9 billion. That is not a world you want to live in. That is not a world you want your children to live in. Right now, the food that we are eating, the soil that we are using up is not ours. We are eating up the soil of the unborn child. This is a crime. So as a part of this, we have launched a movement already. Last 8 months, I've been talking to various heads of state, environmental ministers, government, agriculture ministers across the world. Everywhere, everybody knows this needs to happen. But the problem is, people have not spoken. People have not expressed long-term interest in their own lives. They're asking for trinkets, so governments are giving trinkets. This is a time where every responsible citizen must express that we have long-term interest in our lives. We are not only concerned about ourselves, we are concerned about the future generations. We are concerned about the future generations. So as a part of this, there are many things happening. I'm addressing the COP15, where 170 countries will come, and we have prepared an elaborate soil policy which will go to every country. And also, we have written to 730 political parties in the world. Because it is very important, every political party, irrespective of their philosophies, ideologies and whatever else they believe in, it is important they must bring soil and ecological concerns into their election manifestos. This will only happen if people speak. Unfortunately, it is a silent democracy. Democracy doesn't work like that. Democracy means it's a rule of the people. If the people don't give a mandate to the government, how will the governments invest long term? People are asking for trinkets, government is offering trinkets. If people express long-term commitment, governments will do the same thing. So it's very, very important that people speak. So from 21st of March, I am riding from London, a lone motorcycle. 30,000 kilometers, 27 nations, 100 days. These 100 days, every one of you, at least for 5 to 10 minutes a day, say something about soil. This is important. Use your social media, use your Twitter, use your Facebook, use your Telegram, use whatever you have. If you don't know how to do these things, we have released toolkits, how to open these accounts, how to manage them, and the material that you need, the information that you need will be heavily provided on our website called Save Soil. The SaveSoil.com website will have all this information. Download this, use this. Just the whole world should speak of soil for 100 days. If you get 3 to 4 billion people to speak about soil and our concern for soil and our concern for unborn children, no government can ignore this. This is not a protest, this is not some kind of pressure tactics, this is an expression of the will of the citizens, what we really want. It's very important a responsible expression happens in a democratic society. So this is your opportunity, make use of this. The Save Soil website is there, you can get all the information. If you want to enroll yourself as Earth Buddy? Are you a friend of this planet? No, you are a child of this planet, you better know. Hello? Without this soil, you won't exist. We have come from this soil, we eat of this soil, when we die, we get back to the soil. Soil is the only magic, where if you bury death, it sprouts life. This is the only place like that. So, regenerating soils across the world is important. As you know, in this country, hundreds and thousands of farmers have committed suicide. Always it's explained off as, oh, they had a bank loan, so he killed himself. I want to ask you, if you had a farm and you had a bank loan, but you had rich soil, you can grow food at least for your family, would you kill yourself? That's what it is. People are killing themselves because it's becoming hopeless to work on the farm. The soil has become weak, there's no life in the soil, we're just throwing salts and try to get crops. And the food that you're eating is way degraded than what people ate here 50 to 100 years ago. So the nourishment is gone, the soil is dying. We are not talking about a small aberration, we are talking about soil extinction. That's where we are going. Every agency, every UN agency is saying, we have soil on this planet only for another 60 to 80 crops or harvests. This means 45 to 50 or 55 years. You have young children, I see many of you brought your children. What are you going to give them? What kind of world are you going to leave them in? Right now, many agencies, UN agencies are predicting by 2035, there will be dozens of civil wars across the world. That's not a world we want to create, that's not the world we want to leave behind for our children. So please, for this 100 days, keep yourself alive. 5 to 10 minutes of your time could save the world. That's what it means. Say this after me, say this after me, say this after me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. This very body